Today on AC 24/7, NASA makes history. We talk about the mission to change the trajectory of an asteroid. Plus, CDC issues new guidelines on masks, and we sit down with the stars of the new star-studded movie On the Come Up. Welcome to AC 24/7. I'm Stephen Walker. NASA has crashed its own spacecraft into an asteroid. On purpose, this crash wasn't movie magic or make-believe, but there were some scientist superheroes. And Kristen Fisher reports it's likely the first time a space crash has been called successful.
In a galaxy where asteroids have pummeled planets for billions of years, now one planet strikes back.
Liftoff.
10 months, around 6.8 million miles later, and with a speed of nearly 14,000 miles per hour, the double asteroid redirection test spacecraft, known as DART, made history on Monday night.
3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh. Oh wow.
The NASA crew and scientists around the world celebrated the culmination of a grueling journey live.
Woo. Fantastic. Oh, fantastic.
DART's mission, the first of its kind, was to test technological capabilities to protect humanity from hazardous asteroids or other deadly objects in space.
To see it so beautifully concluded today was just an incredible feeling. Right. And also very tiring.
The DART spacecraft was about the size of a refrigerator. Its target asteroid, Dimorphos, is about the height of the Washington Monument. Over the last 7 years, thousands of people have been working on this planetary defense test mission.
So this is an important test for planetary defense mitigation strategies in case we ever have to do this for real.
That meant building an unmanned spacecraft and deliberately crashing it into a moving planetary object in their very first attempt, right on target.
Once we got a look at Dimorphos, I think that's when the team was confident that we were going to hit.
A remarkable achievement that could possibly prevent future threats from hitting our planet.
These are baby steps right now, just to see if it works, all right, to see if we have the power to do this. And then when the big one comes, you want to make sure that there's enough of these practice runs that, in fact, we would end up succeeding.
In the coming weeks, NASA will analyze images and video that a briefcase-sized CubeSat captured during the impact. But NASA says it will take months before it knows if the DART mission was successful.
What we're going to be seeing probably in the next couple of months, we're actually going to get a confirmation of exact period change that we made.
Asteroids, especially big ones, are not just a Hollywood imagination, as in the 1998 movie Armageddon.
It's what we call a global killer. Nothing would survive, not even bacteria.
Asteroids are very real threats, and having the means to deflect them is of vital interest to everyone on planet Earth.
If we can confirm that the thing was deflected by less than 1 degree, we know that this would, in principle, work on a large scale.
The last time a deadly asteroid hit Earth was around 65 million years ago.
You can bet that if the dinosaurs had NASA, they would have deflected that asteroid.
What a moment.
Monday's test hopes to prevent that from ever happening again.
Should all Earthlings sleep a little easier tonight?
I definitely think that, as far as we can tell, our first planetary defense test was a success, and I think we can clap to that, everyone. I think the Earthlings should sleep better. Definitely I will. Yeah. And how do you feel? Like the people working here, we're definitely going to sleep better.
Engineers of the DART mission say it will take about 2 months to get data on the impact of the mission. Wearing masks in some healthcare facilities is no longer a requirement. That's according to the CDC. The update is part of an overhaul to its infectious control guidance. The CDC says facilities in regions with high COVID transmission should still recommend masks. Right now, 73% of the US is experiencing high rates of transmission. Jury selection is underway for the founder of the Oath Keepers in connection with the January 6th attack on the US Capitol. Stuart Rhodes and 4 are charged with seditious conspiracy. A rare Civil War-era charge can be difficult to prove. The last guilty verdict was nearly 30 years ago. Prosecutors say Rhodes led a group to violently stop the transfer of presidential power following the 2020 election. The trial is expected to last 5 weeks. New revelations about 3 allies close to former President Trump. Now the focus is on a new documentary, voting machines, and another request for documents. Amy Kiley has more on how these new bombshells could relate to ongoing investigations.
The voting, let's get right to the violence.
3 top Trump allies, 3 major revelations, all in one day. Documentarians who followed GOP operative Roger Stone say that video is from the day before the 2020 presidential election.
You cannot really nail it down whether, he's joking or is he joking?
And they say this is from 2 days before the election.
The key thing to do is to claim victory. Possession is 9/10 of the law.
Stone says he believes the videos have been manipulated. He says he advocated for lawful ways to challenge election results. The documentarians say the January 6th House Select Committee asked them for the video. It's holding a hearing tomorrow at 1.
Their interest was kind of the chain from the White House to Roger Stone and onwards to Proud Boys and Oath Keepers.
That video came out yesterday within hours of news about former Trump trade advisor Peter Navarro. The Justice Department is asking a judge to make him turn over government documents allegedly from an unofficial email account. The third revelation is in these text messages from Trump's then White House Chief of Staff, Mark Meadows. They're with a man who tried to gain access to voting machines in key battleground states in December 2020.
You wouldn't think that the office of the presidency might have been corrupted to the point that it would be a racketeering conspiracy. But it's the only way to tell the whole narrative of what seems to have happened.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
Meadows' attorney did not respond to a request for comment. When the DOJ filed a lawsuit against Navarro in August, his attorney did not provide a comment. The Navarro documents probe is separate from the one aimed at Trump himself. It's the directorial debut for Emmy-nominated actress Senna Lathan, and it also stars a young and upcoming cast with newcomer Jamelia Gray. The Advocate Channel's Rachel Smith sat down with the stars of On the Come Up to give us a preview of the show.
Once upon a time, there was a girl named Bree. That's me. In this fairy tale, my father was once a king. Now I'm chasing his dream.
This movie, we see a lot of them in this business, doing reviews, being a film critic. This movie was, first of all, so entertaining, but so beautiful, so profound, so powerful. And how, I cannot believe you are essentially a newcomer. I mean, you are such a natural. You were born to do this, my friend.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I mean, your journey to be getting this movie is kind of like a little movie in itself, right?
Yeah. It's so unexpected, so out of nowhere. I got the audition in February of 2021, and I didn't hear back until 6 months later. They looked through all of the other auditions, and they found me.
I lost my job.
What are we gonna do about it?
I'm looking for work.
Bree, listen, if you want to make it, it's going to take more than the ring.
See, making hits, that's what I do. You got it, didn't you?
Right song, at the right time.
And boom, you're going to be on the come up.
You can't stop. You can't stop. You can't stop. You can't stop my come up.
Yeah. In the first 30 seconds, I mean, my father was a king. I'm chasing the dream. I was like, I sat up and I was like, you have me. And as a director, honestly, some movies are a slow burn and I stay with the ride. But when you grab someone that first minute and never let go, that's really a great job of a director.
Oh, thank you so much. That means a lot.
How is this your first time directing? I almost don't believe it.
I know, right? I've had a lot of experience, in front of the camera.
Of course.
But really on sets. I've been doing it my whole life, pretty much, professionally for almost 30 years. So, I'm a first-time director, but, I know a lot, and I've had a lot of experience. And it feels so great that people are responding to the movie. I'm over the moon.
You can't stop my come up. You can't stop my come
It's just a song. It's not just a song. It is a statement. If you're gonna come at people, then you better be ready.
Just be you. Obviously, the story is powerful. It's beautiful. Those rap battles are epic, like you said, made for the big screen. But what was it about this story that you connected to on a personal level where you decided, this is it? This is going to be the first project I do and take on as a director?
Yes. I love the fact that it was a little girl in the world of hip hop, which is something that we haven't really seen very much. And this is such a great time for female rappers and MCs. The first time, which is, it's about time.
You heard about Infamous Mills? 7 figures straight up front. You win this battle, sky's the limit, baby girl.
Y'all know what time it is. Let's get this started.
I think it's amazing to be a part of something that's led by Black women, written by Black women, directed by Black women, and starring 3 Black women. And even, battle rap with women. It's amazing that Brie was able to stand against a bunch of men who were, at her level and defeat them. I thought that was amazing.
You've got a woman of color screenwriter, a woman of color author of the original book, and a woman of color lead. So there's no way to deny that there is something extremely important about that. And it was a real honor to be a part of the supporting cast making that happen.
Y'all want to know who I am? B to the R.I. fam. Yeah.
On the Come Up is streaming now on Paramount+. Thank you for joining us for AC 24/7 for content that advocates for you. Go to advocatechannel.com, follow us on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook, and subscribe on YouTube. For the Advocate Channel, I'm Stephen Walker.